Hello and welcome to Teachings in Education with Frank Avella. There are 13 scientific strategies to help students increase their learning. Now, both teachers and students should become familiar with these methods, as you're never too late to learn. So we'll begin with the first box. First up is called spaced repetition. To stop yourself from forgetting information, see the diagram on the right, study the same material in spaced intervals. Here is a diagram similar to the forgetting curve diagram, where the y-axis is memory and the x-axis is time remembered in days. The graph shows that memory decreases over time unless you make repeated attempts to memorize it again. Notice it is done in spaced intervals. Number 2, the second box, is to read aloud. Read aloud to students and allow students to read aloud to themselves. This will increase their reading proficiency and increase understanding of the content. Research tells us that the act of reading and speaking text aloud will better help you memorize information than simply reading information silently. Moving on to number 3, the third box, here is the flashcard effect. Flashcards use the learning process active recall, where individuals are giving a question and then they must figure out the answers for themselves. Flashcards also utilized spaced repetition and self-reflection as you scroll through the cards and begin to check your own answer. Moving on to number 4, which are mnemonics. Mnemonic techniques will help students both retain and retrieve information through meaningful and easy to remember associations. Mnemonics are used so that information becomes stuck in your brain. One of the most famous examples is the acronym PEMDAS, parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. The next on the list is exercise. Research tells us that aerobic exercise will increase attention, stimulate new neurons, and help in memorization of new material. Whenever someone exercises, they increase the level of oxygen to their brain, which actually creates an ideal environment for the brain cells to grow. Next up, number 6, use the Feynman technique. Nobel Prize physicist Richard Feynman taught his students to learn physics by breaking down information into the simplest form, then researching the unknown parts of the information. The purpose of the Feynman technique is to deeply learn the material. The Feynman technique was also designed so that students can learn almost anything there is, including quantum physics. Number 7, mind mapping strategies. With mind mapping, students are able to visually understand and group together different components of information, while being able to conceptualize both larger and smaller ideas. There are many different ways to mind map. Unfortunately, most students never learn and are never taught how to mind map. Number 8, the picture superiority effect. The picture superiority effect are duly encoded and generate both visual and verbal components, thus providing an edge in learning. Just imagine learning about the animal cell without an image or picture. The saying goes, a picture is worth 1,000 words, and that's absolutely true. Number 9 is meditation. A recent study shows that meditation can increase your ability to learn, study, and respond to feedback. Meditation is easy to do. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, breathe naturally, and focus on inhalation and exhalation. Next is number 10. Teach the content to others. In order to be able to teach on a topic, you must first have mastery of that topic. Students that tutor will increase their understanding. As you teach to others, you'll identify areas of weakness, and you'll be forced to go back and learn those areas of weakness. You improve with practice, just like anything else. Number 11, active note-taking. Learning increases as students identify meaningful information, stay engaged in the lesson, and eliminate the unnecessary. Active note-taking involves the students writing the notes in their own words, asking themselves questions from those notes while thinking of the content. Number 12. Practice more problems. Practice is still one of the best ways to become proficient in a new skill. In particular, consider practice when teaching and learning mathematics. You don't learn mathematics by just reading and studying problems. You have to actually do the problems, and the more you do, the better you'll get. And number 13 is the last strategy: intrinsic and extrinsic rewards. The use of rewards can motivate and inspire typical students that show no interest in learning. Extrinsic rewards are objects that are physically given to a student for completing a task. Intrinsic rewards are intangible, like a sense of accomplishment from getting an A. Right now, I want to say thank you for your time. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel.